I'm gonna crack this thing open.
You know how like advent calendars for kids, those chocolates?
Yeah. Yep. We got one.
I'm like that with pumpkin pie.
No, it's my first Marvel movie. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, you got to see a Marvel movie in theaters." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll go see Spider-Man."
Maybe they should have been in there because I have some opinions on why Georgia is in the playoffs. They should not be in the playoffs.
Oh my god!
Why should
Not
they?
you.
They just lost.
Welcome to the Beer and Sports Podcast. I am Josh Wingate. Alongside with me is Josh Kimmel OUS. We got an angry Josh Kimmel OUS. You can also follow us at Mugs and Balls on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and the network Athens Sports Network. I don't know. I just threw off. I went off there. Today, first of all, it is the holiday season. And just like Kimmel, he is an angry elf. So I have a little mad elf. He's trying to hold back a smile right now.
No, I'm fucking pissed. I am angry.
An angry elf.
The people in this world.
Yeah.
On my other YouTube page.
Jump on the soapbox and let's hear it.
Look, on my OUSFF pod page, our own personal YouTube page that's separate from the Finstock Sports Network, we post shorts. Justin,
like
Kuzma,
what kind of shorts? Like stretchy shorts or
khaki?
Okay.
Our one video, and guys, we only have 20 subscribers, so if you're watching, go subscribe to that. Raphael, Ronald McDonald, my boys. I'm only bringing this up because it's going to lead into real sports.
Yeah.
We made a video on Baker Mayfield and his future, dynasty, like fantasy football, and my take was he has not done a good enough job to secure himself a starting job in the next season.
Okay.
And people, 28 comments. We got 20 subscribers. We got 28 comments of these two clowns don't know what they're talking about. These two clowns need to blah, blah, they're fucking losers. Like a bunch of just hateful stuff. And I'm just, I don't care. I'll be honest with everyone that's watching. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you think about my takes. I do this as a hobby for fun to talk with my friends. I don't care.
The question is, did it get taken down?
No. What got taken down? Nothing got taken down.
Was it on TikTok?
No, it's on our YouTube page.
YouTube page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was checking out your YouTube channel or your TikTok channel, thinking the shorts were going to be there.
No, well, I don't know if Justin posts them on there, but they do post on our OUSFF pod YouTube page. And these people are like, they're in their mother's basement looking like morons. Baker's this, Baker's that, which the best part is they missed the point of the video. The video was, where do we project Baker next season per dynasty reasons for dynasty fantasy football? I simply stated he does not play well enough to earn a starting job next season. And you probably agree with me. But these morons, these incels, these neckbeard, YouTube watching.
Whoa. Let's not hate against a neckbeard.
Hold on. Okay, neckbeard, sorry. But these bottom dwellers who don't know how to create content, who can't do this on their own. That's why I used to be them when in my younger days because I was so jealous I didn't know how to do this. So they sit there and they comment. They're little keyboard warriors, but they won't say shit to our face. But that's fine. I'm not even mad about it. I laughed when I saw it. Laughed. But Justin was responding to each one. I'm like, dude, stop responding to them. Tell them thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the show. That's my response moving forward. Thank you all for watching our Beer and Sports podcast. We do have a banger show for you. We have some Lego Fortnite coming up. We got some discussions on that. Oh, yeah, but Lego Fortnite is my life. We have some discussions on how the Eagles are frauds. We have discussions on...
So, quick question.
We have discussions on everything. Fucking everything today.
Is your short 5 minutes long? Can you technically consider that a short if it's 5 minutes long?
I mean, yeah, it's shorter than the show. Yeah. Clueless. Just Clueless. Baker will buy the second best free agent after Cousins.
Crazy. Baker set the rookie TD record on the Browns. Finally gets on another decent team and is going great.
Great. He had a 48% completion percentage yesterday.
Justin threw you under the bus.
Did he really?
Threw you completely under the bus. He responds, Justin agrees with you. Josh, not so much. Jeez.
Hey,
Threw you under the bus.
I'll take it. I'll take it. You know why? Because they're watching.
I'm glad. You know what? I agree with your assessment because Baker Mayfield is not going to stop them from drafting the future quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that's what you're trying to say. He hasn't done well enough to get a contract and stop them from upgrading.
Thank you. That was my point. That was my point.
And if you do not agree with that, you do not know football.
Thank you. Jeez, like I don't understand.
There are not many quarterbacks in the NFL today that will stop someone from finding the next best thing. And Baker Mayfield is not one of them.
And when he does move on, because we did it, there's Cousins out there. There's some decent free agents, but nothing special. But how many teams need a quarterback? And how many teams will go ahead and sign Baker? Go, yes, I'll give you the keys to the castle. Someone like a Baker, right? It's not going to be Washington. They're going to probably stick with Howe at this point. Probably not going to be the Jets. They're going to probably rely on Rodgers to come back. The Raiders, are they going to stick with Jimmy G? No idea there. There's so many factors. Baker, read some more.
No, it's not that. I'm just thinking. Baker Mayfield is in the worst division in football.
Yeah.
Are they in first place?
They're tied.
They're tied for first place.
Yeah.
In the worst division in football.
Yeah.
And people are fighting for Baker Mayfield to be the future of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. And it's not even that you're saying he's not playing well.
We'll watch
You're
the video
saying that
first. Because I did say his ass. I did say that.
Okay.
And I have numbers to back it up. I didn't say him on the short, which I wish I would have. I'll be honest with everyone. I've been sick for fucking a month. And I haven't done any research. And I've been doing Viking Dave style, just raw dogging it, pulling it out, busting it everywhere. I didn't care. But what I said was, and Viking Dave's in the chat. Thank you, Dave. It was a Dynasty Friday episode. And our episode was about free agents, where they will land. And the whole point of the video was me saying he will not be in Tampa Bay unless they win the division. If they lose the division, if they lose it, he's gone. Bowles is gone. He hasn't done enough to win a starting job. He's at Carson Wentz level numbers right here. He really is. So if you really want a Carson Wentz,
that was in that. So in his previous game, he had a 48% completion rate.
In the week before that, it was also 48%. 2 weeks in a row, less than 50% completion percentage. He's awful against the blitz.
62.6 completion percentage for the year, which
subpar.
Is awful. It's
subpar.
awful.
It's
it is.
subpar.
You're not a quarterback in the NFL with a 62.6.
What's Justin Fields? I need to know. Because he's a worse thrower. I'll be honest. He's a worse thrower than Baker. What's Justin Fields is sitting at a 63.5%. Justin Fields has a better completion percentage than Baker Mayfield. And he doesn't even have a Mike Evans on his team. Yeah, I would like to know Baker's numbers when he doesn't throw it to Mike Evans.
He stinks, but he will get
and Dave's also missing the point where...
Why are we saying Trask is a scrub when we haven't seen him compete?
Hold on. But Dave's also missing the point of this, too, because he doesn't look at the business side of it and the analytical side of it. Todd Bowles is a Baker guy. They are a package deal. It's a fact. It's a 100% fact. Then you have the GM, Jason Light, and Trask, who Jason Light drafted Trask. He's on record. I want Trask to be the starter. We spent a second-round pick on him. So there is... obviously, two different regimes butting heads, right? One wants Trask and to keep his job. One wants Baker, and he's failing miserably. They're under 500. They're tying with the worst teams in football. He had a 48% completion percentage back-to-back weekends against Carolina and Atlanta. When he doesn't just throw it up to Mike Evans and hope Mike does something. And that's also what I said. I said he's the NFL version of Johnny Manziel, because that's how Johnny Manziel got drafted, because of Mike Evans. And that's why Baker's doing so well. Look at his numbers. They're fucking awful. They're god-awful. And I don't think Trask is that good, Dave. I don't. I'm not a big Trask guy.
I'm a huge Trask guy. And
I'm not. So I'm not even going to bat to Trask. The point of the video was, dynasty-wise, if you roster Baker, you should be worried that he does not have a job next year, because starting quarterbacks are a dime a dozen. It's not guaranteed, and he's not done enough to get that. And if he has, where? Someone tell me where.
Tell me this. How does Trask suck? You haven't seen him really play. But when he did play in Florida, he dominated.
And I will say this about Trask. In all backup quarterbacks, if you're that good, you find a spot. If Brock Purdy was that good, he found a spot on the field. If you're that good, you find a spot. So if Trask was
Brock
that
Purdy
good,
needed 2 people to get hurt in order to find a spot on the field.
But once he got it, he kept it. Kyle Trask could have won this job in the offseason. He didn't. I agree with Dave that he may not be that good. Florida quarterbacks.
So I think he needs an opportunity.
He does need an opportunity. Everyone needs Jordan Love needed one. Every single quarterback needs Brock Purdy needed one. Now, what do you do when you get that opportunity? Baker got his opportunity this season again, his third chance. Actually, his third, because he went to Cleveland to get drafted, had that one great year where he had 20-something touchdowns. Woo, awesome. C.J. Stroud fucking just jizz all over that. And then you have and then he went to Carolina. Traded mid-season, he was so bad. And then now he's in Tampa Bay. The only reason why he's not starting or sitting is because they're in the worst division in football. He's 6-7, I believe 6-7, and they have a shot to make the playoffs. Other than that, if they were losing more, if they were in a tougher division, he would not be starting still. He's been playing below average football. I don't care how you spin it.
And any coach that you go up to and you offer them the previous number 1 pick overall in the NFL draft or a second round pick at quarterback who has not had any experience, they're going to take the veteran that has the proven ability in the past 100 times. It's just going to happen. Coaches go towards veterans, and especially a veteran that used to be a first overall pick.
And I will say this is the last thing I'll say about that video, and it's not even that big of a deal. Whatever. I love it. I love that people are watching. I love that people cared enough to say something. That means that I made them feel something, which is great. That's all I do this for. Make them feel something. Talk to my friends. But I will say this, my last thing. If you thought that video was about this season, about his production this season, you missed the fucking point. It's a dynasty episode about the future. And I'm predicting he will not be a 17-game starter next year. So if he's on your dynasty roster, and Dave, you're not stupid. You fucking know. Get rid of him.
You're not taking.
That was our point. That was our point. Get rid of him.
Coming from.
Jeez.
Okay, let me do this. So in our fantasy league for the network, I'm second in the league. So with that being said, I have the most knowledge when it comes to fantasy football. So with that being said, I would not take Baker Mayfield. So I should probably take over OUS Fantasy podcast.
Listen,
because
I
lay the hammer down each week.
For comparison, Geno Smith last year, phenomenal year, had one of his best, obviously his best season ever. He started this season. Do we think he's gonna start again because he's having a goddamn bad season? Or do you think they're going to try to find a replacement? That's how fast the NFL is with these bum-ass quarterbacks. I'm not saying they're all bum-ass. They're all great athletes. But when
Didn't Geno get a contract, though?
Yeah, but I think they can get out of it. I think it was a 2-year extension, and the second year they can get out.
Yeah, I'd have to look into that because without the contract, I say yes, they look to – I think, and I just said this earlier, I think there's a lot of teams out there that are willing to move on from their current situation at quarterback, because they're always looking to get better. There's probably a group of 10 of 32 teams. So there's 22 teams out there willing to move on from their current situation. And I think there's some quarterbacks out there that you'd be shocked that they're willing to move on from.
Yeah, and Dak was probably one of them. Maybe mid last season.
Year. Yeah.
And now look what Dak's doing. Listen, let's move on. Speaking of Dak, put a clinic on them fraud ass Eagles. It was awesome. I didn't watch the second of it.
How long have I been saying this?
The whole season.
We got the title here. They are who we thought they were.
What's worse? What's worse? Me saying all that stuff about Baker, or that one idiot on ESPN saying Marcus Mariota should start over Jalen Hurts?
Oh, Derek Carr.
What a moron. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. I come from a long line of Eagle fans. My entire family is Eagles. The only person that wasn't an Eagles fan in my family is my dad. And that's how I became a Cowboys fan. But my entire family is Eagles. And last night, we had the group chat going, continuing, and I see you're on your phone, text message.
You know what? They're talking about me in the group chat. Yeah, I'll read what you said. I'll read what they said. Hold on. Here's this. If Baker was backing up Rodgers, the Jets are at worst 8-5, 9-4. I wish Baker would critique Josh's claims in his podcast. LMAFO. Check the sheets. Not good enough. Quote Baker. Quote, his diary management, if you look at his advanced data, shows that he's 28th in the best department. He's trash. So they're trashing me, which is fine. They can love Baker too.
Did they make up a stat to like say that's what you would have said?
I don't care. They love mediocrity. What's up, Rob?
So with that, group chat was going crazy yesterday. And my cousin, who is an Eagles fan, was just like, Jalen Hurts, I guarantee you all the money in the world, Jalen Hurts won't be on the team next year. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing. I'll take you up on that every day. Because one, he just got the big contract. They can't move on from him. But two, he's a good quarterback. You weren't talking about him as a bad quarterback until this season. Last year, you were raving about the guy, how he's a top 5 quarterback, how he's everything. I don't think Jalen Hurts is the problem in Philadelphia. I think it's the play calling. They don't utilize their talent well enough.
I agree. It's always been about the play calling. Ever since they had Miles Sanders, it was like, why did they run the ball 2 times in the first half? Why? Yeah. It's always been that
and they're
way.
Still doing that. Like, I get, and I agree that your current quarterback situation, you don't have a workhorse, but use them by committee, get them going. You have a running back right now who is great in the passing game.
Swift.
Yeah. And you could do a lot of RPOs with Swift and Jalen Hurts, and they would be effective as can be. You're not utilizing the talent around you. You have a big body receiver. You have a quick guy who can get separation. Ooh, Xavier Howard is down. But it's I don't get the situation. I think they're a better team than what they're playing, but currently they are playing awful. And I don't even think they could win one game in the playoffs at this moment.
Wow.
They're a bad team. I think they lose next week against who are they playing next week? I don't know. Seattle. I think they lose against Seattle. Seattle's
not if Drew Lock is starting.
Drew Lock played well.
Dude, I'm so sick of it. Josh Dobbs played well too his first game with Minnesota. And now what Josh Dobbs got benched. Quarterbacks can get hot. We've seen that. I was thinking about something funny, actually. Jalen Hurts was a bad quarterback at first because he didn't have any receivers. He didn't have A.J. Brown or the team around him. Then all of a sudden they got everyone. He's awesome. And then this year, did they figure him out? Did people figure him out? Or did the play call just get worse?
They got 2 new coordinators in Philadelphia, defense and offensive coordinators.
And things got worse. Their defense is secondary is suspect. It's ass. It's trash. We saw that last night. Brandon Cook should have scored. If Brandon Cook scored that touchdown, I would have won. I would have been in the playoffs. But anyway, besides the point, fucking Brandon Cooks, dude. What a bum. What a freaking bum.
What was that on him?
I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I just saw the highlights.
I think that was just good coverage. And it would have been a tough catch.
So do you think Dak and the Cowboys moved into number 2? They're the only team that can compete with San Fran, or do you think when they meet San Fran in the conference,
I don't think anyone competes with San Fran.
They'll just get blown out too.
Yeah, I think San Fran is just too good. They've been there before, so they have, and they expect to get to the Super Bowl this year. It's not like they're big-headed going in saying we're going to get there. I think their focus is Super Bowl or bust, and they truly believe it because of last year. And I would be shocked. San Francisco is really good, but I do think Dallas is the second best team in football right now. The AFC is just a joke. I mean, we watched what happened in Kansas City yesterday.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that?
Let's talk. I want to get your opinion on it.
On what?
On the Kansas City situation.
The crybaby situation?
Yeah.
I think every good, great person in sports, whether it be LeBron, whether it be Jordan, Brady, everyone loves him at first. Oh man, that's my guy. He's so great. He's so special. He's a unique athlete. Around 5-6 seasons in, people get tired of it, and people turn on you. And we saw it this season. We already saw the turn on Mahomes. People are starting to hate him for no reason.
Well, he's turning over the ball a lot.
But he doesn't help the situation when he's such a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, I love Mahomes, but you can't say that was a bad call. But in the heat of the moment, he didn't know. He probably didn't know.
Well, do you think it was the right call?
Yes.
Do you call that penalty in that situation?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's rewind. Let's rewind to last week. When they threw that Hail Mary and Travis Kelce went up to get the ball and he got pulled down before the ball even got there. Should they have made that call? Or is it a situation where it's a Hail Mary play, you let them play?
They're never going to call that because of the situation. But if
you're in that same situation right now.
No, you're a half yard over the line. What are you talking about? In hockey, in the game of hockey, if you're a millimeter offsides, they call it offsides. In the NFL, when you are Mike Evans yesterday caught a great ball, dude. He had both feet in, but his hand touched the white out of bounds like a millisecond before his other foot went down. Why doesn't he get the? But it was a millisecond. It's fine.
But why?
My
question is why in the end of the game situation last week does Kansas City not get the call, and then end of game situation they get a call against them?
It's a different situation because every team that throws a Hail Mary knows what's up, and it's never been called ever. I don't feel like. Now, if you're offsides, no matter what, if you're defensively or offensively, like Chris Jones or like Kadarius Toney, they're going to call it. It's just a fact. You can't just line up offsides. It's your job. It's your responsibility as a pro athlete to know where you're supposed to be. That's just idiotic. That was just senseless, moronic. You can't blame the referees for your mistakes. You cannot. That's like saying, oh, he's on offsides. Like it's a millimeter. No, he was a full foot or 2 feet over the ball. It was bad. It was extremely bad. And on top of that,
was on the ground.
Awesome. Of course he's on the ground. But anyway, God damn it. He's always, you know what? Waddle's always on the ground. He'll come back in. He's like the new Julio Jones. He is the new Julio Jones. So, what was I getting? Oh, on that same play, there's stupid right tackle who always false starts every single play. He wasn't even lined up correctly. That should have been illegal formation. Did you see that? That should have been illegal formation and offsides. So either way, they were done. Get your team in order. Get him disciplined. That guy's been jumping false starts every single game. Every game, every play. Number 74. I don't even know his name. But
Lane Johnson does every single play, and
not as much as this guy. Not as much as this guy.
He never gets the call against him.
Not as much as this clown. This clown does this. Hold on. Here's this clown. Hike. Like he's already fucking back here. The fuck?
So another question of something I noticed last week, and something I'm seeing. We're seeing a lot of these receivers try, and it goes along the line of the penalties. They're baiting defensive players and trying to get a reaction out of them to get penalties after every single ball thrown their way.
Yeah.
We watch DK Metcalf. After every play that's thrown his way, if he misses it or if he catches it, he is in the face of the person, trying to get them to react and do something. We also see that with A.J. Brown.
That's coaching.
When does the NFL put a stop to that?
They can't.
Can they not?
They can't. It's like I said, I'll bring it back to hockey. How many little punks, like a Wilson over in Washington, I don't even know if he's still there, or a Ty Domi back in my day, will get in someone's face and talk shit to cause something, to disrupt. That's what they do. That's what your job is supposed to do. That's what their job was in the NHL.
Yeah.
Now, I know that's not the same thing as NFL, but you can't stop that. It's called, you better coach your defensive players up to not react. And if your defensive players are reacting, then you're not doing a good enough job to keep your team disciplined and focused. Honestly, it shouldn't be an NFL problem. It should be a team defensive coordinator, head coaching problem. It should be hey, get your guys, the linebacker coaches, talk to your linebackers. Don't let these guys get in your face. Hey, defensive back coaches, don't let these guys get you riled up. This is a discipline problem. This is not an NFL problem. The NFL should not step in and say, hey, receivers, you can't talk trash.
I don't know about you, but it after the third time of them doing it, it is super annoying watching the game. I don't care if it's DK or if it's AJ or anyone against any team. It is the most annoying thing to see someone get in their face and try and get them to react as much as possible. And then it just happens again over and over and over again. It is literally the most annoying thing. And it doesn't matter if they catch it or they don't catch it.
It's the culture. It's like the culture of the NFL. It's what we do in the NFL. It's what we do in sports.
It's equivalent to, what's it called in basketball? Flopping in basketball. I feel like it's equivalent to that. That is super annoying in basketball and LeBron James is well known for flopping. And it's ultimately to get the penalty. So the receivers are ultimately trying to get the penalty, and they're trying to create this scenario where hoping a defensive player is going to react and get the penalty. And it is the most annoying thing in the entire world to me. When do you start calling taunting against that?
I don't know if it's
because it is taunting, 100% taunting.
I don't know if it's taunting.
Why not?
Because if you're gonna take the fun out of the game,
it's not the fun out of the game. It's the annoying
to you.
And you enjoy watching that?
Sometimes. It's on my team, and I'm like, yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go.
But
like,
after you can't say if Tyreek Hill was to do it after every single ball his way, you wouldn't be like, okay, just get up and get back into play.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not old man today. You are.
No, I can't believe
I'm not old man. I like stuff like that. Like when the hockey players do it, I'm into it. Like, yes, get in their face, do it, be a disruptor.
But if someone did that every single, I don't know what they're called.
Shift. Yeah, they do.
Ooh,
they do it.
Is that Tyreek on the ground? Or no,
Stop.
that's Tua on the ground.
Stop. I'm not watching the game.
I think Tua's on the ground right now.
Stop it.
Oh no, it's not Tua. Sorry.
Stop.
It was a chubby armed guy, so I was like, oh, that's Tua.
Tua does not have a chubby arm. Tua has a cannon attached to his shoulder.
Jeez, these players are dropping like flies in Miami.
I'm not watching the game. Unfortunately, I will after this podcast, but I want to be focused to my friend and to the viewers and to the haters out there who think Baker Mayfield is the next Joe Montana.
No, I feel like you need to at least like let him go for a little bit, but then after a while, start doing something. I get like there needs to be some chippiness in the game.
Then you become baseball.
Do you?
How fun is baseball?
Baseball is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, the guy hits a home run and can't even watch it. Can't even watch it without getting hit the next time because baseball players are cowards and they're losers and they're petty. And I don't want my.
But that's everything you're rooting for.
I don't want.
How are you not rooting for that?
What do you mean?
That's everything. Retaliation, like that's everything that you want in sports. You talk about that with hockey, and you talk about that with. Yeah.
But I want it to be like.
That's not like they're getting thrown out of the game if they watch.
Retaliation should be when I strike you out next time. I'm gonna fist pump and I'm gonna point at you.
They do that as well.
That's the retaliation I want. Not this. Oh, you stepped over my mound, disrespectful, so I'm going to throw a baseball at you. Baseball is the softest, pettiest bullshit sport ever. It is. You know it is. Unwritten rules. You can't flip it back. Shut up. You want the NFL to become that?
No, and it's not becoming that. It's just the watchability of watching someone just
You
getting, and it's this dumbest thing in the entire world. The ball's thrown way over their head, and they just get in the guy's face. Like, I don't even know what they're saying, but they're like so animated, and you're just like, chill out, bud.
But
Like,
dude,
what are you doing?
You're just not being. Listen. I understand. I mean, I can't really relate because I'm an elite athlete. When you're on that field, and you're going against the same guy for 60 minutes for 3 hours, really, in reality, you're gonna be drawing them. It's just the way
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
I'm fine with drawing, like just going up there, but trying to create an altercation.
But don't act like defensive players don't do it either. They'll
Yeah, they
tackle
do,
a
and
guy.
it gets annoying as well. And it was Connor Williams that went down. Like I said, I saw a chubby arm guy, and so a lot of Dolphin fans will be very excited to see Connor Williams down, or not very excited, but to see
Wow.
the next guy up. Not that Connor Williams got hurt, but they're very excited to see the next guy up.
You are a dirtbag. You're rooting for injuries out here.
No, never rooting for injuries. But yeah, that's my thing. And I will say Tyreek Hill is one of my favorite players for the fact of he is so willing to talk trash. And I love the trash talk that Tyreek does. But he catches the ball, gets up, and runs. He misses the ball, gets up, and runs back into the huddle. He'll have fun with people. You'll see him laughing and talking trash with them. But he's not out here trying to bait players into penalties. And it's just
he's also smaller than the DBs, and he can't beat them up if he wanted to. Whereas someone like DK and Debo could.
Yeah, it's annoying. So
Well, okay. I had my rant about the Baker Mayfield. You had your rant about get off my lawn. We're even at this point. We're even at this point.
we didn't get your opinion on the 49ers as far as
They're the best.
They're
the best. They're the best. Matt Elf, straight out of the can.
it's the only way we do it.
Man, massive beers. I retired from the beer game. No drinking beer. Although, man, it is stout season, barrel aged. One of my favorite breweries has dropped their beer, and I'm not gonna get it, guys, because I'm local.
Jay Wakefield?
No, it's an Angry Chair, but they just dropped their 9th anniversary beer. It's really good. Didn't get it. Usually you want to stay in the line for hours for that beer, but I'm not doing it. I quit beer. Beer sucks. Calories. Sorry,
What
massive
happened?
beers. I love
Turnover.
beer. I miss beer.
Dolphins just turned the ball over. Tua did at the 4-yard line.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
It was a fumble from the snap. I don't know if it was from the snap, but they broke through the line pretty quickly. Eichenberg. Oh, no, it was dropped from the snap. So, yeah.
Of course he did.
But let's get your opinion on how the NFL is looking. 49ers, who do you think is the next best team? Go.
The next best team I would have to say is the Dallas Cowboys at this point. Even though they would get worked by San Fran, we both agree. If they go to San Fran in the playoffs, they're going to get worked, unfortunately. But, man, it used to be talking about the Ravens and their success, but they struggled this week. They barely got a win. You want to talk about the Chiefs? They're struggling. I don't think they can win a playoff game. I don't think they can win a playoff game at all.
They are awful looking.
They're not good at all. Although Rashee Rice has been a very good spark plug for them.
And they're getting someone back potentially for the playoff.
I feel like the Browns have this magic around them where their defense is so good and their run game is so good, and they just need a very solid quarterback like a Joe Flacco, who's probably playing better than Baker, by the way.
We got a big game come Christmas. The 49ers are playing the Ravens.
That's not a big game.
That is a big game.
It's not a big game.
One of the top teams in the AFC going against the top team in the NFC, maybe the NFL.
That's what we need to talk about. You think the Ravens are a top team in the AFC?
Yeah. And a group of awful. Yeah, they're one of the top teams in the AFC.
But, man, you don't think of them as contenders. At least I don't. I'm like, I can't see them in the Super Bowl.
I could. I think it truly comes down to Miami and the Ravens.
You think you put Baltimore over? Okay. In Arrowhead, Lamar's not going in there.
Are they going to play in Arrowhead if it comes between the Chiefs and the Ravens?
I don't know.
Or are they going to have to go to M&T Bank? And
I'm just saying. if it comes to that, if they have to go to Arrowhead, I don't see them winning the game. Same thing for the Dolphins. If it going into Arrowhead, period, in the playoffs is going to be tough.
I don't see a team having to go other than the first round.
Yeah,
going into Arrowhead
I agree
because
with you.
Kansas City is not setting themselves up to succeed. they're drowning in December, and as a Cowboys fan who has witnessed drowning in December every single year, it's not a good situation to go into the playoffs with.
Yeah. So do you think the AFC title game comes down to Miami? Ooh. Oh. Don't tell me ooh. I'm not watching the game, man.
Touchdown Miami.
Oh, defensive?
Yeah.
Levis, of course, Levis is awful.
Yeah, well, Levis, I don't know what it was. All I did is look up and saw Siller with the ball in his hand running towards for a touchdown.
Interception. Pick 6. Let's go Dolphins. Fins up. And they're going to beat this team. Tennessee's bad. They're going to beat this team. I'm not really worried about that. You just have to get through this game, get the win, keep track. It sucks that Buffalo won. I really wanted Buffalo to lose last night or yesterday evening. Really bad. Josh Allen's not playing the greatest football ever. Not really scared of the Bills. Would you be scared of the Bills going in if you were a Dolphins fan?
No, I don't think I would. I think the Bills are overrated. They couldn't beat a Philadelphia team who's trash.
You're just gonna ride with this. They're trash. That's all.
They are trash.
That's your thing.
I think they are. I think they're in a good situation of being a wild card team. I think that's what they are. I think they are a 4 to 5 loss team. They're a good team, but they're also trash. They can't compete with top tier teams. I think they lose next week to the Seattle Seahawks, especially if they have Geno Smith playing, which I believe he should be playing.
Yeah, this week was a game time decision. Didn't expect that. I thought he was going to play through it.
But then we also have Dallas with the toughest schedule for the next 2 weeks.
Who do they have?
They go to the Bills, and then they go to Miami.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. We're not going to be friends that week. We're going to be like, oh, man, punch you out. Oh, dim boys, right?
Dim boys, yeah.
What do you think about when you hear the word dim boys? What do you think about?
I think of someone wearing jean shorts with a Cowboys jersey on with their hat up like that or like that. Just trash.
So there's some people. What's up? We got a Cam. We got to run in. We got to run in.
Hi?
She's out. But she wants you to stop the show.
Huh?
Like I have it.
She doesn't like that she has an elf.
Oh, elf on a shelf is no good. No good. They're creepy. They steal your socks. I'm out on elves too. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought, but it was something sports related. People. Oh no, it wasn't. It was wrestling related. So there's some people. One's dead now that live in Delaware. They're called the Briscoes.
Yep.
Their
My family grew up with them.
They're dim boys. That's what they call themselves. We dim boys. That's what they do. WWE came out with a Twitter post with another tag team in WWE and said, dim boys. And I didn't realize that the Cowboys fans call themselves dim boys. So I feel like the Briscoes should sue all you motherfuckers because you consider yourself dim boys as well.
I don't consider myself dim boys.
You don't?
No.
Who's at their peak? Who's the most annoying? Eagles fans, Cowboys fans, or let's just put out Patriots fans?
At their peak, I would say Cowboy fans are, as a large group, annoying. Because Cowboy fans are some of the most uneducated fans, just because they are America's team and they are the most popular team. So it just becomes that thing of, I don't watch football. I'm a Cowboys fan because I know they win. So you just get a group of uneducated fans. And from there, Philadelphia fans are just annoying because they just talk shit no matter what.
Dude, these Philly fans, which being a toxic piece of crap that fights during football games is not a
Yeah.
great personality trait.
No, and they live for that
They
personality
relish
trait.
in it. But why do they want it? Because they have nothing else? I'm serious. I don't know.
They feel like it embodies the brotherly love that the city is known for. They feel like it embodies the Rocky mentality, and it's not. Like, I have the story of an Eagles fan that I know, that used a opportunity that he had to find someone on Twitter and call them, because they were able to find their phone number through something, I don't know what it was. But they used that opportunity because it was a Barstool Sports reporter. And they said that Embiid was injured. And they kind of like snarky, they've always talk crap on Embiid. So they came through and everyone took it as a negative thing that this person was happy that they got hurt. And it was just a blanket statement of, oh man, that sucks that Embiid got hurt. Literally the tweet. And they took it as like a tongue in cheek. But they took the opportunity, they found the person's phone number and like harassed them for saying that. That is the embodiment and epitome of an Eagles fan.
I will say this. Football fans and sports fans in general, not everyone, not all, but by and large, are the most toxic, loser, moron, idiots in the world. You literally, and I love sports, we all love sports, why we do the show, but you literally worship young men who don't care about you, and you talk about them. I will log on Twitter, and it's the same people talking about the same thing on a daily basis. Like, get a life.
Yeah.
Get a life. Go play with your kids. Go read a book. Go learn a language. Go do something productive. But it's the same people on Twitter every single day.
Go learn a language.
Yeah, go learn a different language.
You called me an old man today. That is the most old man statement. Go learn a language, kid.
Yeah, go do something. Go do something with your life.
It's like that reminds me of my grandfather, who I'd play video games when I was younger. I had like a Game Boy, and one time I was playing. He's like, "Boy, you need to get off that game and turn on the TV or something." I'm like, what? One electronic to the next? Like, what's the point?
What's the point? By the way, we are gonna get out of here soon. We got 3 more minutes, but I do want to. Did you play Lego Fortnite? Do you know what Lego Fortnite is?
I have not played Lego Fortnite. Modern Warfare 3 came out.
It's awful. Heard bad things about it.
It's actually, they have a zombie
Yep.
gameplay, and it's probably the best thing they've had in a long time.
Zombies have always been around, but I'm glad it's back. Zombies are fun. Zombies are fun.
Different. It's different. This time it's you and a team, but other teams are a part of it, but you can't attack each other. It's like the entire world against zombies. And it's a fun gameplay.
So, I don't know if you played Minecraft at all. I never have.
No.
Was never interested in it. I think that's boring, just sitting there mining stuff. Lego Fortnite is basically Minecraft. I cannot stop playing it. I cannot wait to get off this stream and go play it. I need to go get some wood. I need to build my fortress. I need to go build a wall around my town. And I cannot wait to go play.
Did you ever play AOE, Age of Empires?
No.
It's funny you say I can't wait to get more wood. There's like a well-known, I don't know what you want to call it, like a voice in there that as you need more, like someone needs wood in the game, it's just more wood, please. And as soon as you said I need more wood, like that's what popped in my head.
Yep, need more wood. It's fun. Raphael, I did add you on Fortnite, but I've been so sick I don't want to talk to anyone on the microphone or
You
play
are
with
still
anyone.
sick?
Dude, it's been brutal.
How are
hear
you
my
still
voice?
sick? Yeah, it sounds better.
It sounds better, but I still cough. Today will probably be my last day being sick. My throat's still sore. Dude, it's like 60 degrees outside. It's freaking
Today
cold.
will be my last day being sick.
I think so. I think tomorrow I'm gonna wake up beautiful and new. But it's 60 degrees outside. It's freezing, literally.
Yep.
So it
Freezing.
won't keep my mouth. Yeah. So my throat keeps on getting dry because it's cold air.
It's not 38 degrees here.
Hold on. It's 50 53 degree. Are you serious? 53. My windows are like frosting up.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No way.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way that your windows are frosting up
I'm looking at them right now.
at
I go
53
outside.
degrees.
I go outside and this smoke comes out of my mouth, and I got put a hoodie. I put a shirt, a hoodie, shorts, and sweatpants, 2 socks and gloves to go outside.
Stop.
I swear.
Stop.
I swear. It's freezing.
No way. I will say I talk all this crap about it. And I was talking crap when we went to the Senior Bowl. And I was like, I don't know if you remember. We were out there and it started raining at one of the practices, and I had my jacket on and I'm over here like shivering.
Yep.
I'm like, how is it this cold?
Yep. I remember.
And it was like, it might have been like 54, 55 degrees at that time.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely like ice cold.
I was probably
So-
drinking a beer, having a good time.
You probably were. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. This is the Beer and Sports Podcast. Josh Kimmel OUS, Josh Wingate 302. You can follow us at Mugs and Balls on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Also follow the network, Finn's Talk Sports Network. And I do not believe we have a show coming up. I will actually double check that real quick. As Kimmel is saying his last statement about Baker Mayfield.
No, I won't talk about Baker, but I want to go play Lego Fortnite. You should really enjoy it. You should try it out. They also have Fortnite racing. I'm a big Fortnite guy. I'm trying to get sponsored. I want to be a creator, contenter. Just kidding.
Contenter.
But for real, make sure you follow us, OUS Fantasy Pod. Go comment on my Baker stuff. Tell me I'm a stupid idiot. It's awesome. I love the attention. That's all I wanted in my life. I didn't get any attention when I was a
Tyreek down.
child. All right, let's go. Get me out of here.